Hi there, I'm Wargaming Luke, and this is a video to mark the beginning for both many of you in Marvel Crisis Protocol, but also for me expressing my absolute love for this game by focusing on content for Marvel Crisis Protocol, my favourite game, currently at least anyway, from here on out. For those of you wondering where I've been for the last couple of weeks with any content, it's because I've been focusing more on this game that I very much do enjoy, to make sure that when I'm going to be doing content on it from now onwards, I'm going to know kind of more what I'm on about, both from a competitive sense and for videos like this where I'm helping beginners. In this video, I'll be explaining where to start with purchases for the game, what you'll need and where to go from there, as well as all the best resources for the game. But one thing's for sure, if you want to know anything around Marvel Crisis Protocol, whether you're a beginner or a competitive player, I will be covering gameplay videos for individual models, tactical videos, reviews and general Marvel Crisis Protocol news and reaction to. Anyway, moving on to the best miniature game in the world right now, in my opinion, Marvel Crisis Protocol. I can't recommend this game enough. It's easy to learn for newcomers, but also has so much depth to get your teeth stuck into if you wish to get more competitive or just better at the game in general. First, we'll start with the first things you should be looking to buy to get you started. The best thing still on offer at this point in time for any beginners would be the Marvel Crisis Protocol core set. This offers everything you need to play with two people if you wish to start simple and play a game straight out of the box, or even just with one person to give you a full roster of 10 characters or models. The full list of box contents is as follows. You get 10 character miniatures, 10 bases for those models, 1 daily bugle stand, so terrain, 2 cars, 2 dumpsters, 2 traffic lights, 2 lampposts, so that covers your terrain, 170 tokens, 20 team tactics cards, 3 map cards, 2 affiliation cards, 10 character stat cards that come with your characters, 6 objective cards or mission cards, 3 movement tools, 4 range tools, and 1 learn to play booklet which serves as a rule book just perfectly fine, and it also comes with 10 dice to use. Not many core sets give you everything the way this one does, and it is very reasonably priced. You get 6 missions to play from the get-go and 2 different factions or affiliations, Avengers and Cabal, to use in-game. Also, just a quick mention on any terrain that you wish to play on and the tabletop you need to play on. It's based on a 3x3 mat, so if you've got any mats you can pretty much go with anything and just throw down any sort of city terrain. You do get that little bit of city terrain in the actual core set, but if you want to expand from that, Marvel Crisis Protocol and Atomic Mass Games do provide expansion terrain such as apartment buildings, extra smaller office block buildings, and kind of like your construction site terrain. They also have just released like the Doctor Strange building, Sanctorum and all that sort of stuff, but it is very, very expensive, although it is good quality. If you want a cheaper option, I really do suggest TT Combat. I'll put the link in the description along with the other links. They do MDF terrain. They have a huge cityscape range, perfect for this size game, which is pretty much like, what, 28 to 32 mil on the table. Perfect different amounts of terrain you can find there. Do go and check those out too. As for where you go from here, Atomic Mass Games tend to release their models in singles or in pairs through box sets. And then in the box, what you get can pretty much vary from there on out. You can get additional crisis missions, new team tactic cards or other upgrades, etc. It can be very confusing to a newcomer if they wish to seek out specific cards in these expansions, and there are resources to help you find out what you get in each expansion. You may also just want to buy an expansion for specific characters, which is generally a much easier thing to do. Either way, AMG's website, or Atomic Mass Games, who make the game, has a gallery of all current characters available in the game, sitting at currently just under 100 models and is increasing every month. You can click on any of these characters and it gives you info on which expansion they came in, but also which cards come in the box, such as missions or tactic cards, etc. Marvel Crisis Protocol database is also a fantastic resource created by Across the Bifrost. On this database you can search for any card, mission or character and see the cards plus which expansions they come from. All the sources I'm recommending in this video, guys, will be linked in the description below the video. In MCP, there are also an increasing number of affiliations that your teams can take on, each with their own leaders. The core set gives you at least 2 from the get-go, so if you wish to just expand on those by getting characters affiliated with Avengers or Cabal from the core set, there are many to choose from. There are many resources for free on Atomic Mass Games' website for Marvel Crisis Protocol, such as a free fully fledged rulebook, facts, competitive banned and restricted lists, and a list of all updated affiliations available and the characters that come within. This list is helpful for finding out which affiliation takes your fancy and what characters you may need, especially the leader that will be the core of your team. Bear in mind that only half of your team has to contain affiliated characters to maintain your chosen affiliation. In terms of other great resources, there are some fantastic blogs and podcasts covering both casual Marvel Crisis Protocol talk, discussion, or competitive talk and breakdown. Across the Bifrost Nexus is a website combining a lot of this for you for your perusal. Podcasts including Fury's Finest, Across the Bifrost, House Party Protocol, and many more. Plus blogs daily from many writers, experienced players around the game. I'd also love to shout out a website covering regular content around MCP from Web Warrior Protocols, from which many of the writers are friends of mine who play locally at my club of choice, where we have a fun gaming environment, but also probably the strongest Marvel Crisis Protocol competitive scene in the UK. Aaron Collier is currently top ranked player in the world rankings for the game and heads the content for the website, alongside many other top players with useful knowledge for players with any level of experience wishing to look into this website. So big shout out to them from me, guys. In terms of video content surrounding anything on Marvel Crisis Protocol though, you guys know you are in the right place already. Also, just a couple of quick mentions: if you are looking for list building apps, there aren't many great options unfortunately. Most out there aren't updated regularly, if at all, such as Battlescribe, etc. But an honourable mention does go to Assemble, which can be used on Android and can be downloaded on iOS, but is a bit buggy. Another quick mention goes to TTS Leagues, or in other words, Tabletop Simulator. I'm personally not a fan of playing gaming simulators for tabletop games, as it's just not the same as in person, the real deal. Of course, we all love to go and game with our friends. But I do have to shout out how well designed the sim for Marvel Crisis Protocol is. It's one of the best on Tabletop Simulator. If you are into TTS or want to explore MCP on it though, it updates frequently and is a great place for some people to test out new lists or to learn the game when you can't get to your local gaming club or store, or play with a friend on the tabletop in person. Anyway guys, I feel like I've managed to cover quite a lot here with the time we have for one video, so if there is anything else you wish to know, please do not hesitate at all guys to ask me or the community in the comments on my videos, or you can contact me via any of my socials. Links to my socials and to all of the resources that I've mentioned during this video, etc. will be in the links below in the description of this video. If I have missed anything or there are any other suggestions people would like to leave in the comments down below, please also do leave them there guys. Thanks so much to everyone who's watched to the end of the video. It helps out my channel massively, those who do, and also throwing likes and comments on the video also helps massively, so thanks so much guys. Until next time, be here always for everything Marvel Crisis Protocol guys, but from the wise words of the captain himself, one man can win a war, give that one man a group of soldiers with the same conviction, and you can change the world. Happy wargaming guys.